Hello, Leo. Here is your December 2023 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box. I have created a package this year for 2024 where you get 4 sessions in one reading. I do an overall monthly read for each month for 2024, what you can expect and what energy is going to be in each month. So that helps you move forward through the year, as well as a detailed, in-depth reading for personal life, relationships, and romance is one. And then the next one is career and finance, in-depth reading on career and finance. And the last one is on your well-being, what you need to do to focus on yourself and your well-being for 2024. All of that is up on my website now, and I am holding a sale for for Black Friday, as well as the holiday season. So go and grab one of those. Right now it's $100 off of the reading. And I do have gift certificates available if you'd like to buy one for any of your loved ones for future use, because it's a great package as well, even for birthdays, because it's like your birth year coming from the birthday all the way forward. So you can use it at any time of the year, but great for the new year. Okay, Leo, so what is in store for you for December 2023 overall message? Everything happens for a reason, when it's supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen. So it's understanding and working within that energy. We'll get some clarity. I know the last week of the month, you had gotten a lot about just keep moving forward and kind of like an opportunity in disguise. It really does feel like you've come through some things in order to get to other things. It's like the past shaping the future. And the universe does work in mysterious ways. Sometimes we cannot, no matter how hard we try, we can't figure out what they're up to. And we can sometimes get stuck in the why things have happened or why they're not happening, but just keep moving forward because there's reasons. We either have to learn something and, gather the information, or we need to learn how to move through things. So interesting. And then the challenge that you have for December, Leo, is emotionally letting go of things. The Queen of Cups is 2 things, so maybe the same, or for some of you one area and some of you the other area, with this being general. So the Queen of Cups is all about emotionally letting go of things that no longer serve you. Things from the past, like we can physically move forward, but still hold on emotionally to things, whether that's relationships or career, even our own past hurts. So it's about you, it no longer is serving you. Like it's only hurting you to hold on emotionally. So you need to let go of those emotions. They're just stopping you from moving in the direction you want to go in. And then the other area of this card is let go, let universe, let go, let God. So it's all about, you need to learn to just take action and understand that it will happen when and how it's supposed to happen. And excuse me, and it will all come together when it's supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen, right? So it's about doing what you need to do to make the successes happen in your life while letting go of the outcome. It's a really hard thing, let go, let universe, to explain, but it is basically, you just do the work. You know that it's going to happen one way or another. You just don't know how it's going to all come together. And you have to trust the universe to bring all the pieces together while you do your work. You make it happen by taking action, but the universe does its thing as well. And it's just doing that. So I think it's a combination of both. And then what you need to focus on in December is the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords is really interesting. It is heartache leads to new beginnings. And it, depending on what stage you're in, it can be that you could be just at the beginning where heartache has led to you to, kind of kicked you to move forward into this new beginning. You have no choice. It's moving forward. You've come through something that's kind of been painful or hurt your heart, and you're like, okay, I got to move forward, and you start to move forward. Others may be at the end or in the middle of it, where you become grateful for the heartache. So you kind of go, wow, if that didn't happen, I would not be here today. I would not be like this. I would not be like, wow, look at my life, right? When we're at the beginning of it, it's hard to kind of see that we're grateful for it. We just are like in the heartache. Yeah, sure, we know it's, it's taken away something and we're moving towards another choice that we thought we weren't going to have. But it is getting you to something really positive. And you're going to get to a point where you're like, oh my God, I am so glad that that all happened, because look at me now, right? And they're saying just focus on that and understand that it's leading you to really positive things. And that one day, depending on where you are, at what stage, one day you're going to be so grateful for the things that have happened. And then the last card, what you don't see coming for December, we'll reveal in a moment. Okay, so let's get some clarity on this, Leo. So the 6 of Cups, everything happens for a reason, when it's supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen, which basically this whole reading is kind of saying the same thing. There's reasons behind it and you're going to be grateful for it. So they're saying that it's, moving you towards a wish coming true. Something you've been wishing for is going to happen. So just keep moving forward. The King of Swords. Wow, so interesting. I always say this, but really tarot often, even after over 20 years of doing tarot, it still shocks me how, you pull cards and they all line up and tell a story. Just amazes me. So the King of Swords is all about being proactive. It's about, taking action, moving forward, not being a victim to life. It's about understanding, okay, things happen and now I'm moving through it. Rather than being reactive, it's learning to be proactive. So even when things happen, it's a different attitude. Like reactive is like you're in, survival mode always and just kind of treading water. Where being proactive is something happens, you move through it. It's just like, yeah, that's a roadblock and I'm just going, or a bump in the road and I'm just moving forward. And this is teaching you to be really proactive. And even when you are proactive, it's just kind of taking life by the horns and just doing it and making things happen in your life. The Knight of Cups is someone brings you information that helps you really kind of move in the direction you want. So just pay attention and accept the information. And then it's just doing the work and moving forward. Again, very much like being proactive and making things happen. This is just like kick butt, do what you need to do. Yeah, it's really, really positive. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just getting over something and my throat's kind of still weird. Okay, so the Queen of Cups, the challenge you have is, for some of you, it can be emotionally letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore. And for other people, it is just moving forward. Let go, let God, let go, let universe. The 7 of Swords is about just moving forward, learning what you need to learn, keep going. Don't look over your shoulder at what other people are saying or doing or how they're doing it. You just do it your way. Be 100% authentically yourself. If someone's stealing any of your ideas or stabbing you in the back, it's like, whatever, that's their problem, their karma. I'm just going to keep moving forward and learn what I need to learn. And you just keep going. The 3 of Pentacles, and all of this is kind of the challenge in the sense of, you're having a hard time moving forward and, you just have to keep going and just understand you're just learning what you need to learn. The 3 of Pentacles is that you're building a foundation to your future and it just feels like a challenge. Like you don't feel like, it almost feels like your foundation is crumbled, or you think your foundation is crumbled, or it's in bits and pieces. And it's kind of like, no, what you're learning and gathering or have gone through or coming through is actually making your foundation a lot stronger than you think, because you're learning things that you don't even realize you're learning. And that makes you really kind of strong and moves you towards even bigger successes than you thought you could have. The 9 of Wands is about perseverance. It's about just keep going, Take a deep breath in, exhale, and go for it, right? It really is, just keep going. And then the Tower is about a whole shift in your life happening. The shift, you may have thought, like, we go through multiple towers in our lifetime, right? And some of them, the universe kicks us in the arse and gets us to where we need to go because they're like, oh my God, I'm so frustrated. You're not moving forward, and you need to, right? So they kick us in the arse and get us going. By taking away something or adding something, like a lot of what we want. And then you're like, okay, now you need to adjust your life. It can be, if it's health and fitness, you know, you find out you're pre-diabetic and you have to make choices, right? To improve your life. If it's career, it's like something falls apart or something shifts and you need to make some changes. And then it can also be that by your action of moving forward and being proactive, you make a shift happen in your life, and what your life looks like is completely different than what it did, you know, a year ago. So it basically comes down to a shift that moves you towards really positive things, whether it's forced upon you or you create it to happen. But it gets you, although it looks really scary, it gets you to really positive outcomes, right? So with it being a challenge, it's that you're just having a hard time seeing it as a challenge, right? Even when we wish for, like, oh yeah, I want to have all this success or want to have all this in my life. And then, you know, the old be careful what you wish for thing happens and you start to get it, and it's really overwhelming because you're like, oh my God. It's like people who want to be famous and then they become famous and then they're like, whoa, I can't handle all this attention, right? So it's learning to then adapt to whatever it is that you want. So although it's all good, you still need to learn to shift and adapt to it. So it's just kind of this change or shift in your life, and then you have to move forward, but it does move you to great things. So just know that. And it is, it feels very much like December is kind of this process that you move through that really kind of sets you up for the 2024, where things really start to move forward. Okay, so where they want you to focus on is being grateful for heartache and being understanding that things happen to create, like that Tower happens to create new beginnings. It's sort of like an adjustment. Think of it as the universe kind of tweaking you to move in a better direction, and not being stuck where you were because it just wasn't right. Something happened, and it may not even have anything to do with you. Because everybody has free will around you, it can be basically something has happened within the world, the economy, it can be the person you're with, whatever it is, but something happens and it's like, okay, now you need to adjust and you need to move towards a new beginning because this no longer works for you. And again, we may never know what it is, but just accept it and know that it's moving you towards bigger and better things. The Hermit is about not overthinking and overanalyzing things that have happened or things that are happening. Just think and do and keep moving forward. Follow the light that he's holding. The Queen of Wands is about you stepping forward and shining. So the more you own that, you know, this is leading you to positive outcomes, and the more you don't overthink and overanalyze, the more you shine, you come center stage, and then things really start to flow into your life. Oh, my favorite card, the Death card. So the Death card is about a whole transformation of your life. And, you know, again, this shift moves you towards really positive things. The Death card is it's not about death. It's the death of a way of being or a situation and a rebirth into a new situation. The best way I can explain it is it's like a caterpillar that turns into a butterfly, right? So some of you may be in the process of just being in the cocoon and then you come out as a butterfly. Some of you may have already emerged. But it is basically, you cannot go back to the way you were. You can't go back to being a caterpillar once you're a butterfly. But as a butterfly, you can fly all over the world. You're not just like walking across the road and hoping you make it, right? Your whole life changes. So it's my favorite card. And then the last card in this one is that you have the strength to move through all of this. the strength to focus on being grateful for new beginnings, not overthink, to shine, and to really transform your life. You have the strength to do that. And strength comes in all different versions, right? It's not just about being like, yeah, strong. It's also about, nurturing yourself, nurturing others, being kind. It's really just all the different kinds of strengths. And you have all of that in you, and you can pull out whatever you need when you need it. Okay, so what you don't see coming, Leo, for December is the Knight of Cups. Someone brings you information that helps you move in the direction you want to move in. So that can be if you've applied for a job, or it can be someone around you. It can be a real estate agent, a lawyer, a doctor, but someone brings you information, and it's like emotional information. It can be rewarding or kind of kicks you in the butt, but it helps you move in the direction you want to move in. It's the opportunity to move forward. So the Lover's card can be that a love interest comes in. This person, might have an invitation for you that leads you to this love interest. It can be reconnecting if you're in a relationship now, reconnecting and bringing passion back. And it can also be that once you get to this place of understanding and being grateful for the things that happen, it brings your passion back. And you're like, that's what I was passionate about. That's why I was doing what I was doing. I had to kind of go through that to understand why I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about. And then the more you connect to that, the more success that you have, which is that card, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is all about big success coming. The more you connect to your passion, it leads you to huge success. Wow, the Sun is one of the best cards in the deck, which is happiness and joy and fulfillment. So it's not just about attaining the material gains in the material world. It's also about being fulfilled and happy, which is having the whole package, which is amazing. And then the Eight of Cups is about letting go of things so you can truly move forward and move towards all the things that are waiting for you in life. This card reminds me of like a big adventure. It's looking at life like an adventure, knowing that there's all these things out there waiting for you. You need to go find them. And it is like kind of just letting go of that anchor, whether that's emotional, whether that's a person, a career, whatever it is, you just need to let it go. It can be a way of eating, a way of, not moving your body, whatever it is for you, and you let go of it and you move forward and go out and find all the things that are waiting for you. It's like a whole new phase, but really exciting. Very cool. Can't wait to see what 2024 holds for you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that would be awesome. Thanks again. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon.
Stop being a prisoner of your past. Become the architect of your future.